We didn't defeat the Dark One. We set his strongest lieutenant free.
Tell them I died here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel Movie Creepers. The Wheel of Time Season 3 is here, and it's already bringing major twists, epic battles, and shocking betrayals. Episodes 1 through 3 dive into the heart of the White Tower's politics, dangerous alliances, and the ever-escalating threat of the Dark One's forces. So, let's break it down. We'll cover everything you need to know about these intense episodes, from the AesSedai power struggles to Rand al'Thor's ongoing battle with Lanfear's manipulations. Spoilers ahead, so buckle up. Before we jump into the exploration, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on future videos. Thank you. Let's begin.
Join me!
Episode 1 Recap. We open with a stunning scene in the White Tower, where the AesSedai clans are about to engage in a major political showdown. Liandrin Geralt strides into the Great Hall, exuding power and confidence, accompanied by her loyal Red Ajah sisters. But her entrance is halted by the tower's strict protocols, with only 11 sitters allowed to attend the upcoming discussion. This sets the stage for a tense and dramatic confrontation, as Liandrin is forced to face the assembly without her usual support. As the proceedings begin, Liandrin makes a bold move. She accuses the Merlin seat of secretly meeting with Moiraine Damodred and Rand al'Thor, the Dragon Reborn. According to Liandrin, the White Tower's mandate is to control the dragon, but the Merlin allegedly broke protocol by letting him go free. It seems like Liandrin has the upper hand, until the Merlin drops a bombshell of her own. In an incredible twist, she accuses Liandrin of being a dark friend, a servant of the shadow. The accusation sends shockwaves through the room, but Liandrin isn't ready to back down. She attacks the Merlin, and chaos erupts in the hall. A fierce battle ensues, with AesSedai from various Ajahs fighting against each other. The conflict highlights the growing divide within the tower, with different factions now emerging. Meanwhile, Moiraine and the others arrive in the city, only to find it in turmoil. Moiraine warns that the city is no longer safe, and she decides they will leave for Tyr in the morning. But there's a twist. Rand al'Thor, after much thought, changes the plan. Instead of going to Tyr, he decides they'll head to the Ale Waste. This marks a major shift in their journey and leaves everyone wondering what lies ahead. Elsewhere, Lanfear continues to manipulate Rand in his dreams, attempting to seduce him and push him toward the Dark One. But Rand remains resolute, focusing on his love for Egwene. The episode ends with the group splitting up, with Rand, Moiraine, and others heading for the Ale Waste, while Perrin and his companions make their way back to the Two Rivers.
In front of me, and the water tastes like life itself.
Episode 2 Recap. Episode 2 shifts gears to focus on Elaine's relationship with her mother, Queen Morgase. We're taken back in time to when Morgase first became the Queen of Ander, ruthlessly eliminating her rivals to solidify her rule. Fast forward 20 years, and Morgase is determined to bring her daughter, Elaine, back to Ander. Morgase believes that Elaine's place is not in the White Tower, but back home as the heir to the throne. Elaine, however, is reluctant to leave. She's in the midst of her training as an AesSedai and doesn't want to abandon her responsibilities. But Morgase argues that Elaine's duty to Ander comes before anything else, including her training in the White Tower. This mother-daughter conflict adds an emotional layer to the episode, highlighting the personal sacrifices each character is willing to make for their responsibilities. While this tension unfolds, there's a brewing political storm within the White Tower. Morgase's advisor, Elaida, is working behind the scenes to gain influence over the Red Ajah and uncover the secrets surrounding Liandrin and her rogue faction. Elaida's machinations will likely play a big role in the upcoming events, setting the stage for further power struggles within the tower. Meanwhile, Moiraine and the group continue their journey toward the Ale Waste. As they travel, Rand becomes increasingly haunted by Lanfear in his dreams. She continues to try and seduce him, but Rand resists, staying focused on his mission. Moiraine, Egwene, and Aviendha discuss the prophecy of the Dragon Reborn, with Aviendha pointing out that the future is not as simple as saving or destroying the world. It will come with great consequences. Perrin, on the other hand, reaches the Two Rivers, only to find it under the control of the White Cloaks. He's confronted by the people of the village, who fear for their safety and want him to leave before things get worse. But Perrin refuses to back down. He is determined to protect the people of the Two Rivers, even if it means facing the White Cloaks head-on. This sets up an intense conflict for Perrin, as he must navigate the dangers of the White Cloaks while also protecting those he loves. The episode ends with Siuan learning about the brewing battle that's about to erupt within the White Tower. She calls Elaine and Nynaeve into her chambers and instructs them to gather information about what Liandrin and her faction are planning. But there's a sense that Siuan is hiding something, and Elaine and Nynaeve are suspicious of her intentions. Meanwhile, Matt is tasked with a meeting with Suin, who warns him about the dangers of the horn and encourages him to give it up before it leads to his downfall. Episode 3 Recap. In Episode 3, the focus shifts to the ongoing threat posed by the Forsaken. Lanfear continues to make moves behind the scenes, proposing an alliance with Lord Gabriel and Samuel. She warns them about the growing threat of Moghedian, who is plotting to strike first and eliminate them one by one. Lanfear's proposal for an alliance is met with some resistance, but she's determined to unite the Forsaken against their common enemy. Meanwhile, Elaine and Nynaeve continue their investigation into the Black Aja. They interrogate 2 captured Black Aja sisters, using different tactics to break their resolve and gather information. The first Black Aja sister reveals that the group is divided into smaller hearts, each containing 3 members who know each other's identities. Elaine and Nynaeve also learn that Liandrin has gone to Tear to help a Forsaken take control of Calendar, but Elaine dismisses the idea, knowing that only the Dragon Reborn can wield it. However, the interrogation takes a dangerous turn when a gray man attacks Elaine and Nynaeve, confirming that the Black Aja is still very much active. Elaine suspects that Liandrin has gone to Tanchico, and she and Nynaeve decide to travel there to stop her. The threat of the Black Aja is only growing stronger, and Elaine and Nynaeve are determined to take action before it's too late. Meanwhile, Rand and his group make their way through the Ale Waste, where they discover the bodies of travelers killed by the Shadow clan. The sight of the brutal murders sends a clear message: danger is lurking in every corner of this desolate land. Rand is also plagued by more dreams of Lanfear, who tries to convince him that if the Dark One is killed, she might be freed from his influence. But Rand is still uncertain about Lanfear's true motives. As the episode reaches its climax, we see Liandrin arrive in Tanchico, where she ruthlessly kills a nobleman she believes has betrayed her. Her cold, calculating nature is on full display as she carries out her plan with deadly precision. Liandrin's actions make it clear that she is a major threat, and she's willing to go to any lengths to achieve her goals. The episode ends with Perrin rallying the people of the 2 rivers, urging them to stand together against the White Cloaks. He's determined to protect his home, and with his leadership, the villagers are ready to fight back. But it's clear that Perrin's journey is far from over, and the challenges ahead will test his resolve like never before. The first 3 episodes of The Wheel of Time Season 3 have delivered a gripping mix of action, intrigue, and emotional depth. From the political drama within the White Tower to the dangerous schemes of the Forsaken, the stakes have never been higher. As the characters navigate their complex relationships and face powerful enemies, the story is only going to get more intense. With new alliances forming and old rivalries coming to the forefront, it's clear that the journey ahead will be filled with twists, betrayals, and hard choices. Stay tuned because this season is just getting started. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Stay tuned for more.
Trouble is because they're looking for me. I'll turn myself in.
I healed those bruises in Tarvalon.